am Tessa-Marie and welcome to the Morning Blessings. How are you feeling today? Today is an amazing day. It is Monday, November 18th, 2024, 7:59 a.m. Good morning, Colleen. How have you feeling today? How was your weekend? Hello, Rose Dula. How are you feeling today? What kind of weekend did you have? Hi, Esto. Good morning, wonderful people. It's an amazing morning in Toronto. Hi, Nancy. How was your weekend? How are you guys feeling today? Today is going to be warmer than yesterday. They said it's going warmer. So it's a great day up here if you want to put out your Christmas decoration outside, the outer decorations. Oh, so let us look at this. Good morning, nephew. How are you feeling this morning? It is a beautiful morning. Now, the morning blessings for you today. I'm feeling fabulous. It was a very successful weekend. Yes, it was. That's amazing. When you have this and you say this, that's exactly what I'm saying. So, Nancy, look at what you said. I'm feeling fabulous. It was a very successful weekend. And your morning blessing is, good morning, Lisa. How are you feeling today? What you savor, you receive. Oh, somebody might say, Tessa-Marie, savor is with taste, right? And you will receive. Nancy says, when I said, how are you feeling today? I am feeling fabulous. It was a very successful weekend. Good morning, Lisa. So, hi, Loretta. Good morning. How are you guys feeling today? So, the heading goes, what you savor, you receive. Nancy savored her fabulous weekend. She gave it two key words there. Fabulous, successful. Two words that are amazing. When people hear that, they look back, right? It's like when I always said, when somebody asked me, how are you feeling? And I said, I am absolutely wonderful. Somebody chuckles or somebody looks back. And they want to know, where is that coming from? I remember the very first time I said it to somebody who asked me. The person knew me and I didn't really know who they were. I met them at a family's house and she said, how are you doing? And I said, oh, I'm absolutely wonderful. And her answer was, that's the first time I ever heard somebody respond like that. But again, I had gotten instructions, remember? So what I have for you today is what you savor, you receive. So we savor food, we savor drink, something, we savor it with our taste. I went up to the lake yesterday and then I was talking to Jillian. They were doing the sauna thing and I said something to her about, there's a song was playing and I said, isn't that guy Australian? I think his name is Michael Hutchins or something like that. Yeah. And I said, he's dead. She said, yeah, he committed suicide. And I said to her, and she said to me, Mom, he was in an accident and he lost his sense of smell and his sense of taste. And so he couldn't smell and he couldn't taste. And that drove him crazy. And there we have the ability to savor whatever we think. A sense of smell, a sense of taste. You don't have to savor something that is not smelling nice to you or tasting nice. But savor is such a powerful word because there was this guy who couldn't savor a taste. Whatever he ate had no taste. Whatever he couldn't smell, he didn't know what was going on. And as a creator, because that is what he was a creator of music, he couldn't feel it. So it's not so much the sense that he lost his sense of taste, but he lost his sense of feeling the taste of what he's doing. So we have to remember that when we hear of taste, we always associate words with the first meaning in the dictionary. And the first meaning would say that it tastes so good, right? But there are so many things, if we pay attention to them, we feel the taste of it. The same way, when you think of something horrible, you're feeling the taste of it. When you hear something horrible, you're feeling the taste of it. And what you savor is what you will receive. The more you see things in life to savor, the more God will give you to savor, or the more the universe will give you to savor in a good way. What do you savor do? So whatever you savor in life, you will get it. I didn't say God do. I said the more you see things in life to savor, the more God will give you, the more the universe will give you to savor. Same kind of things you ask for. The constant reminder from the genie is, your wish is my command. So whatever it is that you savor, whether it's good for you or not good for you, you're going to get the result. We know that with food though. We know that with drink. We know that with smoking. Whatever it is you do, and you give it you, and you give it all of you, that's what you get back. So if you're looking for success, you want to buy a home. So you don't put somebody else's house down. You want good health. You don't criticize somebody's health. You want a lot of money. You don't criticize those with money. Even if many people, when I say, would you like to be rich, they cross their arm around against their chest, pull their chest, pull their body back and say, no. They did that. Well, what do you expect? They have an old saying, but my grandmother used to say, be careful what you say, because the birds and the animals, they spread the news. So when you say you do not want to something, they take that, they hear you. But people who do not believe in energy will say to me, Tessa-Marie, that's ridiculous. Yes, they do. You hear the birds chattering. You hear the squirrels doing the dance. You hear this one doing that. How long you notice a raccoon? They don't go fast and their heads down. What are they doing? They're in the moment. And remember, I always say to you, go slow to go further. So savoring is not only the nice taste of that chocolate bar. It could be a spicy situation, but if all you see as you go through life and all you experience when you ask that question, how are you feeling today? And you start with a tale of woe. Oh, come on. Because it cannot only always be woe. There are times in your life, things come to you that in the middle of all that is horrible, the sun shines. Even when you look, what is that play, that Broadway play? Anyway, The Sun Will Shine Tomorrow, that one. Even through that, the sun will shine tomorrow. Yesterday, Kylie went to see Lion King. And she came back singing, and she already had an idea of the whole thing. And she was singing about, my voice is not good enough. And she said, no, it's good enough. So that is what you savor on. If you say you're not good enough, you're not going to be good enough. If you believe who you are is not good enough for you, you cannot be good enough for anybody else. So if you desire something in your life, see it, feel it. Nancy told us, fabulous and successful. And maybe if she's asked what was fabulous, what was successful, she could have said, I attained the goal. And maybe that is not a big thing. That goal that she attained is not a huge thing. It might be a simple thing, a small thing. But it was a goal, a desire. Like sometimes, yesterday when we did the morning, the Sunday self-care show, it was our last show. We did a recap, and then we had asked you guys to send us answers to 5 questions, and many, many, many people did, which was nice. Hi, Georgie. Good morning. How are you feeling this morning? And we talked about that, about you. It's all about you and what you're doing for you, and what you savor in your life you will get. If you savor friendship, and you spend the time to savor somebody that you care about, and you let them know, I appreciate you, I'm grateful for you, the more of others you will get to be able to savor. You understand what I'm saying? So if that person that you love so much, and you realize that person is there in your life, it's not always what they do for you. It's how they make you feel. It's how they make you. It's how you taste them. How you taste the actions. How you taste the words they use to talk to you. You know, when somebody sends me a note, and I am a stickler for that. But this is how I want to be perceived, and this is how I want to be recognized as. If they do not say good morning, I purposely say good morning, good afternoon, and then I answer the question. Because when you call, you know, hey is not my favorite word, but when they just start the thing, there is a time of day. There is a day. That tells me you are not savoring the moment you are in. If you were, you'd realize it's great to send Tessa-Marie this note, but why don't I say, hi, good morning, how are you feeling today? Or just good morning. And then start whatever you have to say. That makes me realize, you know it's morning. You know it's afternoon. You know it's evening. You understand? Savoring is knowing where you are, watching what you say, absorbing that, and making sure you use it to give you that life you seek. It's just not that simple. Savoring is a feeling. We always say, how do I say, you know what? I love how that made me feel. That's savor. It's the same thing when you're eating something and you're, that is savoring too. So I love, there's some people, have you ever be in the environment of some people? Like, there are some people that are distinct in their energy. Good morning, Yoko, how are you feeling today? And that energy that person brings to you, you want to bask in it. I have that person in my life. I have those type of energies in my life. And you don't need to talk. It's so funny. When you meet somebody whose energy, here you are, you want to savor. You don't need to speak with them. All you need to do is savor the presence they are in and you are with them. And it's very, very important. Happy Monday, Yuko. It's very, very important that we realize, and that is the energy we cultivate. That is the one we savor. We do not have to be disturbing them. We do not have to be disturbing ourselves either. We just have to be in that moment of savoring this energy this person is giving. Sometimes it's an energy of confidence. Sometimes it's an energy of just presence. Sometimes it's the energy, the vibration that they send out. And that you savor that. What you savor, you get more of. And look at the words. And when you look at a word, the English word is complicated. All English words are complicated. One word has 29,000 meanings and it is spelled 40 times differently. So you need to take the word when you hear the word savor. It's like when I say prosperity, everybody thinks, oh, well, one person said to me, I don't get this emotional prosperity thing. So just the way she said it, I could see that there was no emotional prosperity that was positive in her. Because the words, I don't get this thing. It's not get. You don't have to get it. You have to feel it. And you have to say, you know what? I would really like to explain that. As I told you guys, Curtis, my brother, he resurrected, because that's how I call it. And he said, tell me more about this gratitude thing. That's how he approached it. He said, tell me more about being grateful. He didn't get it because he believed thankfulness was enough. When I say thank you, I said, no. You have to be grateful and you have to feel it and you have to savor it. And he goes, you know, man, he's shaking his head and he's telling me I'm tired already. I said, you don't have to be tired. You have to stop. You have to breathe in and you have to savor where you are right now in your life. I am fabulous. You know, what is that? Somebody made a comment and I missed it. I am feeling great and tending to a possible spring baby too, but I am here to be inspired. You see the words inspired and great. I have a problem. I don't put words in your mouth. When I get a topic, I do not go and look in a dictionary like my neighbor said. Do you get your topics from Google? And I wanted to just take her teeth out, but that was illegal. Because I don't. I get in the moment and it is downloaded to me. And then somebody comes, and Nancy came and she said, boom, bam, fabulous and successful. So that tells me she was aware, she was savoring that it was fabulous to be with this situation, and it was a successful weekend. Georgie comes and she said, I'm feeling great, and turned into to a possible strained baby toe. That's unique. But I am here to be inspired. So there is this challenge in the middle of being great and wanting to be inspired. So your sprained toe shouldn't stop you from doing great and feeling great. It's only that little toe. And if you look at it from that point of view, then you're looking for inspiration. And that's why it's important to realize that savoring is even in the midst of a storm, you're able to pull out and say, yeah, that's great. A few months ago, we had a topic, and I was talking. We spoke about, what was it? How did it go? Well, a child being bullied ended up being part of it, and the young lady said, "Oh no, I will see no good in my child coming home and telling me they were bullied." I don't think she ever liked what I said ever again, because I said to her, "Yes, you should be thrilled. You should really say, that's great. My child told me." Instead of your child holding it back. So even in that horrible thing, I went towards her to say to her, even in your child holding back, being bullied, they came to you to tell you there is something great that's happening. Because now you know, and you can address it with the school. In the opposite side is child not telling you. And we all know where that can go and how far it can go. So in the things that are happening in our life, we must always look. Good morning, sister. How are you feeling today? You must always look to see what is good in the moment. Just like Nancy said, I had a fabulous and successful weekend. Georgie came in and she told us, hey, I'm feeling great. I have a toe that's hurting me, but I had to come here to be inspired. That's what it is. Savor. There is always something in your life that feels good. You might be tired, you might be exhausted, but you realize where you are. And that's why it's important to greet. My brother and mom learn more words by feeling it. Yeah, that is, good morning, Jilly. That is how you learn more, is by feeling. I love how this makes me feel. You're driving your nice car and you're going down the road and you actually pay the money and you plan it and you love it and you take care of it. Savor them. Savor the choice. Savor the ability to be driving your car, sit in it, and let your hip press into the seat and hold your head up and savor. Do not think of not having had a car, but just believe that dream is fulfilled. I was talking to Jillian when last week, and I said to her something. I said to her, I always wanted to have the steel roof on the house. And she said, I know. And then you just stopped and you didn't think about it. And you never spoke about it. And I said, yeah, but I had already sent out the energy for that. And lo and behold, it came. And it's there. My neighbor comes to me. I said, this is her thinking. And she said, it's done now for a few months. And she goes, I guess you're not living because you put a steel roof on. I said, I never associated the steel roof with staying or going. It was just, I didn't go further. I just smiled when she said that. I had no answer. And I'm thinking, no, I had a plan. I put it to work. And my plans take a long time to materialize. They do. But when they come, man, You ever backing out of your driveway and you look and say, damn it, man, this is supposed to last 50 years. I said, Kylie, you're in charge and you have to report to me if that roof lasted 50 years. So savor that. That's what I mean. Instead of you pulling up the driveway and the shingles are curling up, which one do you want to savor? The dream, the picture you have, and my goals and dreams and desires take a long time to materialize. And I'm good with that. Because I know when they come good. They're solid. They're perfect. Because I savor the steps to get there. You know, everybody will say to me, oh, that's so expensive. It's not, though. Because I had the time to put the money aside for that. And I savor the process to do that. And instead of taking a credit card and boom, bam, and do it. No. I waited, as usual, until I had the money to do this, and then I did it. And I remember the same thing. You have to savor where you are. My son said to me, Mom, this is what I'm going to buy, some whatever car. And first question I said, do you have the money? He said, yeah. I said, well, then go ahead. He said, I should not ask you questions like that because that is what you would say. I said, no, if you told me you were going to do it on credit, I would tell you, you know what? No. But I ask a question. You have the answer. You can afford it. Pay for it. Savor it. When you sit in it, take care of it. You have a house. You bought the house. You saved the pennies. You wrangled this. You did all that to get it. And now you have it. And you wouldn't even cut the grass. I would take a scissors and go on my knees and cut every little grass that I didn't like rather than let it go because it shows pride in ownership. When it was in the store, you wanted it so much. My friend Colleen, she's here. I don't know if she's gone already. She drives her grandchildren to college. One day, we worked together. I was the manager. So and I was trying to discipline somebody or not discipline, but you know what I mean, coach this young lady. And it was kind of difficult. Colleen came into my office and she put her hands on the desk like this. And she said, don't you just hate your job? And I looked at her and I said, no, Colleen, I don't. If I should ever come to that point, I'm going to close my eyes and remember when I didn't have that job, how much I wanted it. Savor. And because whatever I'm going through comes with the territory. And that's what you have to remember. Savor what you desire. It comes to you. The more you savor it. Do not savor horrible things for others. It's not that she was doing that. She was just feeling what I was experiencing as a friend. But I couldn't do that. And because I realized that is part of it. That you have to talk to a person that's not functioning at maximum, right? So we need to all remember that savor is not only for food. You want a home and a friend has a nice home. You look and say, you know what? I'm really proud of you. Good for you. I love that. So you're putting some of you in that person's thing. And the minute you do that, you're also getting it for yourself because what we say is what we get. You see this friend in this car, you say, you know what, I love your car. I remember driving a week after I got my car, it was brand new, and the bus driver lowered his window and gave me thumbs up because he saw the car. He didn't talk to me, but he did this. And that energy he did is also for himself. You savor what others have so that you can receive it. What you savor, you receive, and you will get more of it over and over again. It doesn't matter how you savor it. The universe does not differentiate your negative savoring to your positive savoring. All it says, the genie speaks, your wish is my command. Especially when we use the word wish. I wish that. I mean, it's terrible. You're telling this person you wish something negative happened to them. And that is terrible. But it's your wish. Milton said you hear it first, you created it, you hear it first, and you hear it last. It belongs to you. So we have to realize what we savor, we receive. And it goes like that over and over again. There is no other way. The genie always speaks. Your wish is my command. Ask and you shall receive. It didn't say, if you ask for bad things, your friend will get it and not you. It didn't say that. If you do not want me to succeed, you're also saying that you do not want yourself to succeed. What you put your energy in and you savor the taste. Like I said, that Australian musician Gillian told me he had an accident and lost his sense of taste and smell. And it drove him crazy because he couldn't savor the feeling of what he created in music. And you're going to tell me, Tessa-Marie, that doesn't make sense. He just couldn't savor what he ate. Yeah. But when you put all of you into something, you feel it. And feeling is tasting. Yuko just told us, my brother and my mom learn more words by feeling it. That's how you get it. If you feel it, you will receive it. When you're manifesting, if you do not savor your ride doesn't come through. It will be bumpy all the way to the end. If you swallow food and you sniff and you swallow, do you know what you ate? Have you savored it? Ask yourself that question next time you're sitting in front of the TV and you're gobbling some food. Stop and say, were you just full? Did you feel like you're bursting? And maybe, just maybe, because you didn't masticate it, you didn't chew on it enough, you didn't savor it. You're supposed to let the taste of life saturate all your senses. Life. You know, some things we experience in life are very short. The flavor, the sense of it, the energy of it is very short. And they cannot be replicated ever again. The one thing that they don't tell you, but I learned that. When you're pregnant and you're having a baby, that journey is solely yours. And nobody can experience it like you. I don't care what they say. But you have to make sure you are in the moment to experience a kick. I remember going close to my desk and Gillian would just kick me right out. So I knew I was pressing against the desk at work. And I remember that. I remember the flux. I remember all of that. I remember the entire journey because nobody else is going to remember those journeys. And they're all different. But if you are going through it because it's a choice, something you must do, and you don't savor it, what's your memory of it? You have to savor what you do in life. Like Nancy says, every morning I go out on the veranda and look at the amazing view that I am blessed with. Savor the view. Like you sent her, she sent her a view of looking at the veranda is very long and looking west. And it was a beautiful sunset. So you could see the roof of the veranda, but it was beautiful. Savor that. Breathe into it. Absorb into it. When I go out in the morning at 4:30 into the backyard, I have my robe on. And it's sometimes very chilly, but I stay for a few minutes, not always. Like in the summer, I'll just sit there forever. I'll do my exercises out there and all of that. I'll be barefoot on the grass. I don't do that now. That's how we ground, by touch. You sitting on your chair on the grass is grounding. You're sending back all the energy of the electricity that's all around us back to earth. You sleep better, you feel better having done that. But when I go out at that time in the morning, I go there for two reasons. I do not go there to pray. I go there, number one, to savor the energy of the morning, to observe and to listen. And every now and again, I can feel the breeze. It's cold, but it has a certain feeling. And then to realize the moon is shining, the shadows from the trees are on the lawn. To see that Because during the day, if there is a shadow coming through on the sun, from the sun with me or you, we don't see it. But at that time, the world is not awake yet. And when you hear a younger person than you tell you, I wake up early, because when I do, I am able to, I have such, my brain is working. It opens up. And I say that, it doesn't matter who you are, but they have something called the 5 a.m. club. It's just a word. Getting up at that time and just sitting and being aware of the time, observing outside if you can. My girlfriend that has passed, Doreen, she was sitting while she was pregnant, she told me. Years ago. Velvet must be the age of, maybe Velvet is, yeah, she's younger than Michael because she was born, before Jillian too. So her daughter is called Velvet. Has her name. And she said she was sitting by the window and she just looked at the snow falling and it looked like velvet shimmering. Like if you're a fabric person, you pick a piece of velvet, it will just shimmer, right? And that's what she looked, and she named it Baby Velvet in the moment. And a unique name. But what a lovely name. Would you associate that? So it's a shimmering, being in the moment, savoring at the snow. It's a snowfall. And you're going to say, the practical human being is going to say, for goodness sake, Tessa-Marie, it's snow. Yeah. Can you make it? Can you create those unique flakes? They said none are the same. So when you wake up and you find those things happening for you, get into the moment. And like Dawn said, it's an amazing view. Enjoy it. Just enjoy it. And you can say, I'm so happy and grateful. I have the honor and the privilege to have a view like this to look at every day. Can you believe what happens when you say that? Everywhere you go, you're going to get more of those views to enjoy. Everywhere you go, it will be the view of a fabulous looking human being that admires somebody's essence. Somebody said to me, I love to be around Jillian. And I said, who? She said, Jillian. She said, there is something about her that when you take it in, it feels so nice. And I'm going, okay. But that's, her godmother, Loretta. So I said, okay, fine, I get it. But I remember my manager told me that when she was very young, she showed up at the bank one day and my manager comes running. He said, Tessa-Marie, who is this angel? I said, which angel? I said, that's my daughter. I said, get away. And she was like 15 or 16. He said, she walks like she glides. And I look at him and I go, really? That's what you think? Anyway, but it's seeing the moment. He left his office because he felt the energy. He savored her breath, her energy that far. Colleen has a grandson that she adores. And she will tell me sometimes the things he says for somebody so young is so amazing. And she tells me, and they are. When last you heard a young man say to you, Grandma, she cooked something, and she's asking him whether he liked it. He said, I am not eating for taste. I'm eating to survive. I need to eat. That's why. So I will eat it. So, so you have, instead of the child that says, I don't want it. And this one, he said, it's great because it's a matter of nutrition for my body. Savor that. And remember to be grateful for that. Guys, this is a big topic. You will see more. The more you see, the more you savor things, the more things you will see to savor. Then all these amazing things come tumbling down to you. It just comes. The more you look for little moments to savor, the more moments you're going to have like that to savor. What you savor on, you receive. The genie speaks. Your wish is my command. Let me have your story. Let me know what you're wishing for. Have a great and amazing day, wonderful, amazing human beings. Nancy, Yuko, Georgie, Colleen, Lisa, Julie, Dawn, Garvey, and Loretta. Thank you guys for a wonderful first day of the week. We did savor. So see what you can savor today and see how you feel. Can you savor something that will make your body tinkle? And Nancy, Thank you so much for sharing that. And Georgie, I hope your baby toe, if you can find it, baby toes are very elusive. If you can find it to help it to heal. And then your brother, I hope they continue to feel their words, Yuko and Dawn. Just be grateful that you have the honor and the privilege to see that amazing, amazing view. You have two views. The rising of the sun in the east and then the setting in the west. So both views, capture them. And when each time you see them, feel them and be grateful for them. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow morning on the other side of time. I bruised the bones that attach, but I'm taking the day off today. Oh, well, that you see, savor your vacation day because you never take a rest. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you on the other side of time. Love you. Bye-bye.